Hello again, and welcome to another, I guess, I don't know what to call it other than an episode, another segment, another addition to Zero Reserves Here to Serve. I'm just now realizing there's some rhyme scheme going on in that. I'm joined today, as always, by Alejandro. How are we doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. It's sort of seeming like it might be fall soon, which I like. We had a pretty bad wildfire, which I'm sure is pretty much an annual or more than annual experience for you in your area, unfortunately. But we had one pretty close to our home, so everything was like covered in ash earlier this week. But thankfully, the fire got controlled. So, but
Yeah, it's pretty rough. We're also going into second fire season over here, so.
yeah, yeah, I figured so. But I am doing pretty well myself. We're gonna try to add another link to the chain today, as it were, and we are going to be building, tweaking, and playing a new deck. Well, not a new deck, but a new deck to us. Our,
Yeah. Certainly not a new deck. I mean, this is one of the decks that everybody started out with playing right out of the core, right?
right, yeah, it's wild how this probably has stood the test of time as just the quintessential mid-range deck. Yeah, I think it's seeming like maybe for these first couple editions we're gonna maybe stick to some meta staples, maybe try to define things a little bit, and then going forward we might play some more creative things. But why don't you tell the watchers about the deck we are choosing to build and play today?
So we're gonna pick Greyjoy Fealty. It got hit a ton after the last Worlds. Apparently, it dominated. It's kind of before our return. Although I did watch some of those games, and I remember paying attention to the tournament and watching Greyjoy Fealty dominate. So we're gonna see if it's still there. We're gonna play a bunch of boats. We're gonna play some great characters, some good plots, and
Yeah,
see if
you
it's
would
still got it.
you would think after being hit with the proverbial ban hammer that the deck would be bad now, right?
Yeah, you you would. But this
I guess
deck's
we'll
got a
find out.
way of sticking around, man. Just in the games and in the meta. Just
Right, it always has.
yeah.
You know, what is dead may never die, I suppose.
Hmm.
you know, uh, we're this is going to show my ignorance somewhat. Were those worlds? Was the world's winner? Was it Fealty and not Aloof?
Yeah.
Okay, I just remember. I know that they potted Aloof and the Risen, right?
Risen, yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah, I
thought
don't know if that
maybe
was after or before Worlds. To be honest,
that's a good
I don't
point. I'm
know.
not sure the
Yeah.
timeline of that. That's a good point. So yeah, Greyjoy Fealty. We're kind of getting our footing with this a little bit, so it might change as we go. But I was just gonna go ahead and add some of the like. Well, first we should probably talk about the restricted card.
Right, and I think there's two options here, right? I mean, there's a bunch of great plots that are on there, but we're playing Greyjoy, and there's some good options there. So,
Uh huh.
we've all, of course, already talked about this deck quite a bunch. We're gonna recreate it. We're gonna talk about all the cards, but we've already got kind of a deck that we're skeleting this out of,
Mm-hmm.
and we're playing Elanus, right? Is there any reason why we should switch to Asha? I mean, Asha's an insane card too, right?
So I think Asha's very good, but I think Alanis really has much more synergy with this deck specifically, and probably what I imagine is maybe the most powerful thing that Greyjoy can be doing right now. And it's just it Alanis just so smoothly so smoothly fills in the gaps that the deck needs, and it allows us basically to draw two cards additional a turn for most of the game, and we'll see why a little bit later. It's so easy to get a trigger in both the marshaling phase and the challenges phase. So a lot of the deck is built around that concept. Asha is obviously insane. One of the best cards ever printed, and in a vacuum, much more powerful than Alanis. Also draws cards, and really more than draws them. Like, you get a lot of options in the mid and
Hmm.
late game. That being said, um, she's expensive and um, it's a little less consistent and a little less available right away. Um, I think that there's merit to playing Asha over Alanis. It's definitely a more powerful card by itself, but I think Alanis is going to play better with the deck that we're building.
Yeah, I agree. We mostly wanted to discuss it. The Elena's, like you said, probably is giving you more cards, right? It's giving you at least two, well, hopefully two cards a turn. One of those in the marshalling phase was significant, rather than
Yeah,
where Asha's always going to get it in challenges.
right.
Um,
Yeah, it's just going to smooth out our marshaling phases and smooth out the early parts of our challenges phase. Just give us a little bit more knowledge of what we have to work with. But I think it's totally reasonable if people would play Asha here instead. But we're going to play Alanis today. Um, so going along with that, I think the next like really auto include in this deck is Greyjoy's Stronghold. This card's going to allow us to uh, trigger Alanis in the challenges phase extremely easily. I mean, we're going to be playing warships, they're going to be cheaper, and we're just, not to mention, uh, the sort of, I don't know if it's primary or secondary, but the tempo play that this card allows is insane. Honestly, I feel like this is a 5 gold crown of gold that you can play 3 of in your deck, and you can tutor up in multiple ways, and you can reduce the cost to play. Like this is such a huge tempo play. Like it gets rid of a 5 cost character a lot of times, or an important location. It's more versatile than Crown of Gold, but it just is such a big tempo swing, and then it's also part of your economy engine. Um,
right.
I don't really have enough good things to say, other than like I was definitely off target with my assessment of strongholds in our reunion episode. I'm not saying that they're all great, but there are at least a handful of them that are excellent, and I think this is right up there with Castle Black, arguably maybe even better. We'll see.
Yeah, this card's insane, right? I mean, it's a card that you get the most out of when you build around it. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, sometimes the power level of these cards aren't quite obvious because
Mm-hmm.
uh, not everybody builds the decks from the ground up thinking of it this way.
Right.
So,
I mean,
um,
none of the other strongholds can say, you know, other than Castle Black, like have the kind of tempo advantage that Pike gives. I mean, you play it, you can answer in a best case scenario, you can answer their 5 gold play, right, and then you get the
mhm.
added ability of reducing the cost of a lot of cards that you want to come into play anyway. And you can play ambush them, which is going to make your Atlantis better. So, yeah, this is an easy 3 of in the deck. And after that, I know we're gonna go run through some of the other Greyjoy just auto includes, but I really want to talk about um, the 2 plots that we've already talked about. Well, at least one of the plots that I think is right now in an incredible position in the game, and that's Brand the Builder. And if we're going to play a ton of warships and we want to be able to find our pike and play our pike reliably, and we're a mid-range deck, which means we want to be winning challenges, on turn one. I feel like this is a pretty awesome card to have multiples of. Um, how do you feel about this card in a deck like this?
Oh yeah, this card's incredible, right? The normal downside of Brand the Builder as opposed to a building orders is that you're not going to get the card till challenges phase, so you generally can't play it until the turn after. That doesn't really apply here, so yeah, I think this card's insane.
Yeah, I mean it's either
In
gonna
this deck, especially. Sorry.
right.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I think the plot is insane in general, and I think this might be the best use of it
Right.
in the game right now. I mean, like you said, either you have a pike in play and it's finding you locations that you can ambush this turn and then use, or it's finding pike to sort of further that line of play down the road. So
Right.
it's also got a really good reserve, a solid gold value. I mean, anything with an effect like this for 5 gold is definitely worth looking at. And 3 initiative is enough that with a few boats in play, like you are gonna squeeze out some initiative wins from time to time
Yeah,
with
the
plots
card's
like
great.
this. Yeah. So, all right, let's look at some of the let's look at some of the staples. We're gonna come back to Asha. Balon's definitely a big question mark in terms of which one we want to play. I think this card is probably an auto include in every Greyjoy deck. They've redesigned
Yes.
it. You know, it's less good in some regards. Well, in a lot of regards, like it doesn't go to your dead pile. You can't just put it into play. It's at some point in the game after using its ability from hand, unless you have some other way to get it to the dead pile. But this is still just a free treachery on characters. Like it's not a free. I mean, it costs you a card, but it's not doesn't cost you any gold. So it comes out of nowhere. I mean, it doesn't exactly. Everybody expects it, I would imagine, but this is just it's a card that's going to help protect the stuff that we're doing. It's going to shut off some of our opponent's most powerful triggers, and this deck is going to put a lot of power on the board really quickly, a lot of strength rather, and really put your opponent to the screws. And this card can really gunk up the works for your opponents. So that seems like an easy 3 of. I think
Yeah, I
this
mean
card is just
Vince is one of the best Greyjoy cards. Yeah, yeah, we're playing boats. We're definitely playing Euron.
yeah. I mean,
The 6 drop, right?
I've
Yeah.
seen lists playing the 7 drop. Obviously another redesigned card that is still very good. Now instead of going and getting silence from anywhere and putting it into play, it either gets silence and puts it in your hand or puts a warship into play. So if you already have silence in hand, which I've had happen a couple times, you can put it into play, or you can choose to put a different warship into play, or just go get silence, which might have ambush and cost 1 less if you have pike in play. So the intimidate part doesn't come up as often. I'm finding these decks to play a few less raiders than they used to, but it's still totally relevant and sometimes will be live. It's also a tricon, so this card seems like a pretty easy 3 of. I hate that it like shoots me back up to the top of the list after I add something. Well, I guess I can do it down here and it won't do that. But I like showing the listeners and the watchers rather what the cards do, even though they're probably all familiar. So the reducer, I mean, we can
Yeah, we're
agree
playing
this is a
3.
3
Yeah.
of. I mean, we're playing 6 drops and maybe some 7 drops. So seems like an auto include. Um, if you see anything that I'm passing up, definitely.
The Kerwin and the Mirror are cards that I'm generally putting in.
Yeah, Kerwin and Miramir for sure. I mean, there was a time where this was a 3 of, I feel like, but I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
sure
I
that.
definitely played plenty of
Yeah,
3x Mirrors.
I think we'll start with 1. Those seem safe. I mean, especially since a lot of these decks are no longer playing Iron Mines with the Iron
Right.
Mines redesign. Having the Kerwin, having the extra save seems really nice. Um, let's see here. You know what? I think I passed up. A 3 of. We're gonna play a lot of warships, right? We want to play free cards. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
like
We're
free
definitely
cards.
playing 3
Okay.
of those. Yep.
It also is a raider, so it makes our Euron a little better.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, no, I mean that's an auto include in
yeah,
worship decks.
for sure. Once again, if I pass anything, definitely stop me. Victorian here. That's the card I was looking for.
Yeah.
Also
Yeah.
redesigned, still very good. Are you seeing a theme here? The Greyjoy cards that were redesigned largely are still very good. And there are a lot of redesigned cards that are not very good.
Yeah.
So just wanted to point that out. They, the Greyjoy cards, they needed the redesign, but they're still very playable, which is I think maybe I don't know, maybe something that's more ideal to shoot for all the cards. And obviously, not like we're not in a perfect world where people know exactly how cards are going to play out after they're redesigned necessarily. But I like that these Greyjoy cards are still good and they're a little less oppressive.
Yeah.
But obviously, like they're still very very strong. Um, okay, I think that's it for like auto includes for characters. Let's look at some locations. We are definitely playing at least 1 Great Hall.
Mm-hmm.
We are still a deck that wants to go first, I think.
Yep.
I've seen different numbers of this. I think the correct number is 3 all the time. I just like
Agreed.
yeah, I don't understand wanting to play less than that. We've already got 3 pike in there.
Oops. the non-limited. We're definitely doing 3 of
Yeah,
those.
where is that at?
Refurbished Hulk.
Refurbished Hulk. There we go. Yep. As well, I think the zero cost reducer is
Yep.
still very strong in this deck. We've got a Euron, so we definitely want one silence. I don't even know what this cheaper silence does. Oh, okay. Interesting. King's Roads? No. See, this is
See,
usually a card that
that's
this is usually a card that will be played, I feel like, in Greyjoy, but we're gonna be trying to play so many warships that I don't know if we can really afford to play King's Roads.
right. It feels blasphemous to
It does. It's
consider
just
not
so
playing them.
economical. Yeah. I don't know that I would have put this in the auto include just because we're like on the fact alone that we're having this conversation.
For sure, for sure.
So we'll leave those for now as the auto includes.
And then we're playing
Events.
So's and Risen's, right? Like,
I think we're for sure playing Risen's and probably playing So's. Is there any argument for not playing We Do Not Sow in this deck? I mean, I think the reason to play it is because I think where the metagame is at, a lot of decks are playing 5-cost locations.
yeah, I mean, locations are better than they've ever been, and this card's always been good.
Yeah, I agree. So I like 3 in this deck right now. I mean, it's going to kind of want us to slant slightly towards unopposed challenges, I think.
We just get enough of them, I think. Like, they're just,
We don't have to
you
slant
know,
hard towards that, but it can inform some of our decision
for
making.
sure, for sure, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think we really want any more. Well, there's definitely no more auto include events. We'll see. We'll come back and see if there are any more we want to add. Let's see here. So, what are some other auto includes in this deck?
We can take a look at the plots because we're probably
I like that.
auto
Yeah.
including a few.
Yeah.
Like, we're definitely going to play We Take Westeros. We're
That's
definitely
a
going to
good
play
point.
Valor.
That is a good point. Yeah. Again, another redesigned card. Still very good. I mean, it's a 5/9/1 with relevant with good reserve, and the ability is not as strong as it used to be. But if you're blowing up, locations with We Do Not Sow and you're pillaging stuff off the top of the deck, it seems like you might be able to buy at least something decent. I'm really more interested in just like good, like decent economy and 9 initiative. It's kind of enough to get me in the door with this card.
Right.
And the second ability, is again, I don't know that we're going to play more Raiders just so that we have the ability to trigger this all the time, but it to me it seems like it's an auto include, and then obviously like you said, Valor, Morgulis with playing saves. We're probably not playing Iron Mines, but obviously with the redesign on that card, it's a little less strong, but I still feel like that we're in a place where people want to be playing a lot of dudes, and if you ever catch somebody, with their guard down, Valor is still very, very powerful with saves coming out of nowhere. So, okay, so
And I think there's one more. I think we probably are always going to play trade routes in this deck.
I think so too. I guess the question one could ask is it correct to, again, another redesign card, still very good in this deck at least, because we're probably going to get up over 20 locations total in the deck, and we're going to be playing some one-ofs, unique locations. So it's not like where the decks that play like 18 locations, but they're really only playing 6 like actual different locations,
Right.
Yeah, so it still feels like it's going to get us, 8, 9, 10 plus gold. It feels like a late game plot to me.
Yeah, I
And
mean, certainly it can be like a decent middle game plot if we're playing a bunch of locations, but I, I want big money in the late game too. Like, as long as we're drawing enough with Elena's here.
yeah, I agreed. I just like we need money in the mid and late game. And it seems like a good option. I don't really want to be giving my opponents cards. We already are using a restricted card, so loans out. Never really liked the gold from trading, especially in a mid-range deck where you're trying to maintain some sort of like board dominance. So, yeah, I like a singleton trade routes, and I like the two brand. The brands are just such good early game plots to really get your engine going, and then it's just amazing. It's incredible to be able to follow it up with the trade routes. So I agree with that. Okay, so I think all the easy stuff's done. We can start talking maybe about some of the more challenging decisions we have. Do you have any particular place you want to start with that? Like maybe a card type?
I think from here I'd probably just look at characters and then go down the line.
All right, sounds good. Let's look at characters alphabetically. Okay, well, here's the first conversation. We can't play 7-drop Asha. Are we playing an Asha? And if we are, which one are we playing? Um,
Um, I think
this
I think
conversation
so. I think we're
includes Esgrid, by the way, for what it's worth.
I think I'm not playing Edgrid ever.
Okay, all right.
I think I am probably playing one of the 6-drop Ashas, although I could be convinced otherwise, but my initial inclination is to go yes.
So, how many Ironborn do we play currently? One, two. Okay. How many Ironborn do we need to have in the deck to make this ability? I mean, is this card good enough as a 6 cost, 5 strength Bicon with 2 keywords, one of them being stealth?
Probably not. I don't.
Okay. So I guess we'll just I mean I can add her in as a one of. I definitely don't think she's 3. And we can just do a little check on how many Ironborn we end up playing, and if we feel like that number feels good. I mean, I think if she's giving one other character stealth, she's probably good enough. And if she's giving 2, then like she's really doing it. So, at least that's how I feel.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's Asha. Because I mean, yeah. Once again, for 1 gold less, I just don't. I think with Great Hall, and there's just other reasons to be wanting to play 6 drops. I know this is not aloof, but okay. I'm right into our next conversation. Um,
The Balon conversation is more difficult than the Asha
mhm.
one.
Yeah, because it feels like whichever one we choose, we're probably playing 3 of.
Yeah, definitely. Um, I think. Uh, yeah, it's a tricky one actually. I think either one is justifiable. Like trying. I don't know that I know the right answer without playing reps. Um, but if I had to pick one right now, probably the one that's a little bit more uh, um, like action economy efficient and doesn't kneel to attack is so the king. But I
Yeah.
don't know definitely that's right. Um,
Mm,
that's a point that I would be looking to 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 identify while I'm playing a game, like if I would rather have the other Balon at any point.
for sure. So I have seen a lot of lists playing this. The king clause doesn't come up a ton. So, obviously you get on smaller board states, this Balon is usually much better. That being said, core Balon is cheaper. It helps trigger our We Do Not Sow and our theoretically eventually Great Kraken, maybe some other stuff as well. I feel like I feel like core Balon is what I'm leaning towards. I just feel like it's probably a stronger card uh, by itself.
Is it though if the king's getting 2 renown a turn?
Well, I think that this. So again, it's kind of like what is the deck's. I mean, I will say the secondary ability on the King Balon is probably more relevant. Um, in this deck, just because we have so many locations. Um, are you leaning towards starting with King Balon and going from there?
I think so. Like, I- and but I'm not I'm not sold on it. I
Mm-hmm.
am like I like that it synergizes a little bit more with Asha, right? Like if you're getting 2 stealth challenges from one character,
That's true.
that
Yeah.
that's
Mm-hmm.
like that's nice, right? And we're going to be doing that with Vict and with Balon now. So if we have
Right.
one of those paired with her, then we're taking more advantage of that.
That's true. Yeah.
But cost one less, like that's
Hmm.
pretty significant usually. Like
Usually,
the
yeah.
deck wants to play cards and hardly, it,
Really,
it's
the only reason I would consider Balon is that it just is going to make our We Do Not So's a little bit better. Um, and how important are our We Do Not So's in the deck? I mean, we're choosing to play 3. We're stating that the meta is set up so that they should be pretty impactful. But I think let's start with King Balon, and we'll see how we feel about it after playing a game or two.
yeah, the We Do Not Sow conversation too. Like, there's upside to playing King Balon and your opponent like chump blocking
Mm-hmm.
everything because you're
Mm-hmm.
terrified of a We Do Not Sow as well.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, like it's also going to be good at triggering We Do Not So, just in a kind of a different way.
Yeah.
So okay, um, 3 Balon. Um, I've seen some lists playing this card. I don't much feel like the ability is super strong, so it's really just
Could,
like a 7-drop renown guy, and I kind of feel like we can do better than that.
could you I'm looking at a I'm not looking at the screen that you're sharing currently.
Uh,
Could you switch like your screen share source?
oh, sure,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
My apologies for that.
No worries, no worries. I was able to follow along until there.
Until I stopped using card names. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because it
That
only
makes
happened like
sense.
not too long ago. Like it didn't.
Yeah,
didn't
yeah, yeah. My apologies.
no, good.
Let me know that that's right. Um, are you
Uh,
seeing? Here, hold on. Are you seeing that now?
I'm looking at a Stark deck now.
Oh, that's not what I want. Sorry, everybody. Here, we'll just go screen one. There we go. Now you should be seeing it.
Okay, got it. Yep.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay,
So
this guy. Yeah, I'm not playing this guy.
yeah. Just yeah, it doesn't feel like the ability is that good. I know we're blowing stuff up, but I don't really care that much. I usually want my claim, and I think we can do better for 7-drop renown.
Yeah, yeah.
So, this card I'm seeing played as a one of in a lot of decks. I'm skeptical, but it is intimidate for two, and we'll probably play Maiden's Bane.
Right. I mean, it's like the fact that it doesn't stand kind of makes this card really suck. But it's a 2-drop. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's not a chud in the game that's gonna give you, and an ability like a ability as powerful as this intimidate may be in an early game, right? Like,
That's true. Yeah.
really at any point. I mean, intimidate kind of changes some games.
Yeah, especially
So,
since we want to be going first. I mean,
mm-hmm.
really, if it's just like a one use like 2 gold event that gives us 4 additional strength and either a military or power challenge, and then allows us to kneel something, that's probably one way to look at it. But it also
Yeah,
ends
and
up
then
being
it's claim
claim
soak, right?
soak.
Yeah.
It could get us over the hump on renown, potentially. But yeah, we'll play one, and I guess we'll just we'll see how it feels. Let's see here. Um,
Yeah, the good brother we're probably gonna play.
yeah. So this is this is just a better renown body than the Dagmar.
Definitely,
We're
yeah.
not playing 3 Asha anymore, and I've seen lists playing 3 of this character. I kind of want to start with 1 and just see if we can get to 60 cards without playing 3.
That's my
Um,
inclination too. Yeah.
okay. Um, Hagen's daughter.
Um, I think Hagen's daughter often makes like early versions of my list and then gets cut later. So
Okay.
maybe we can do that here. But
Sure.
um, either way, I'm fine with.
Right. Um,
Oh man, I wish I could play Iron Victory's crew. The card's just
yeah.
awkwardly costed. Man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean the tutor ability is like pretty sweet. I
Yeah,
think if it were an army,
if it was an army, we would play 3 of those in a heartbeat.
yeah, yeah. Um, And we'll probably get to that conversation soon enough. There's a lot of neutral cards in here that I just don't care to look at, to be honest.
Yeah.
Newly Made Lord, I don't think so. Just a bad body.
Yeah, yeah, and one thing that I often love about these warship decks, like if you're playing Vic and you're playing We Do Not Sow and a shit ton of warships, like oftentimes that's enough location control that
Mm-hmm.
I then
Mm-hmm.
like get those slots.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't have to include any more
Yep.
location control slots if I
Feel the
don't
same
want
way
to.
about Shipwright, pretty much too.
Exactly.
The only
Yeah.
thing is that
Same.
Shipwright's a 2-drop, which is kind of relevantly costed, but I think we can skip it. Raider
Same.
from Pike redesign makes it more or less unplayable. Rip. I know I probably missed something somewhere. I like a one of
Silence's crew here.
Silence's crew. Oh, I love Silence's crew.
God, I wish this was an army.
Tell me about it. I like this card a lot. Maybe two. Maybe it's a 2 of. It is a raider, which is a relevant trait for us.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
We'll start with 3 and we'll cut down.
Yeah.
I like a 1 of reader, just a little bit more card draw. Also an intrigue icon, which now that
And
we're
yeah,
not
we're
playing
gonna be
Asha,
pretty low on intrigue.
I also typically like this as a 1 of. I know you maybe don't feel the same way.
Yeah, I mean the guy kind of sucks, but I mean he's a 3-drop. What are you gonna expect? I guess.
Yeah, I mean, isn't he a 3-drop that says like I'm gonna probably win this military or power challenge when I make it?
I mean sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
but like also oftentimes when I'm playing Greyjoy, I don't really want to make like chump challenges.
That's true.
I want to make challenges with
Big,
people and
big
intimidate shit.
characters.
And
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
I feel like Triss is pretty niche, and I don't think we're that niche.
yeah. I know Triss and what's the other guy that his name starts with an
The four
A?
drop that
Yeah,
they can't like play things they've already played or something.
yeah. Both of those are like cool denial cards, but I don't really think that they fit in these decks.
Yeah, I agree. I usually like playing a Pike, just Wex Pike, just because there's an intrigue icon. We may not have room for it.
Yeah, no,
Um,
that's
Something I want to look at potentially is: are there any armies we can really afford to play here? I don't even know what this card does. I haven't looked at this yet. It's just like some of them they gave like 2 or 3 relevant traits, and then others they just didn't. You know.
right.
Um, I don't think this card's good enough.
Yeah, it costs 8, dude. I mean, it's not drawing your card or kneeling your opponent's character.
Uh, do we need to play an army in order to make For the Realm work if we wanted to play For the Realm, or is like Pike plus 2 brand enough? You know, I mean, the problem is like if you start with Pike in play. I know we don't have the For the Realm in the plot deck, but I definitely would want to consider playing it.
Yeah, I know. I love the Drownman here, but I don't think that with I don't know. I
It kind of feels like Silence's Crew or Drownedman, and Silence's Crew
agreed. Agreed.
is
Yeah.
just. I mean, I don't really like bestowing this card unless I have a bunch of gold and nothing to do with it. I just kind of like letting it get bigger over the course of the game if it sticks
Yeah.
around. You know,
Yeah.
what makes sense to your economy. This guy is gonna be big, right? Because we're gonna have probably 1 to 5 or 6 warships in play. I mean, I think a 4 cost like 6 or 7 strength character is still decent, especially one that gets reduced to 0 cost. Let's start with 3 and then we'll circle back to it. I don't think we're playing any attachments.
I don't think so either.
Definitely not any army attachments. Okay. So now let's talk about warships. And this is a tough conversation because there are a lot of them.
There are a ton.
And for that reason, I'm going to filter here. Blackwind. I kind of like this card.
I do. I like drawing cards too.
Yeah, I love cards that draw cards. I mean, oftentimes for 1 gold seems like a fine option. I really also have enjoyed this card. Gives us intrigue
This
icons.
this card seems like a must in a deck with very, very few green.
Yeah. I mean, what are some relevant? I mean, obviously Euron already has it, but Vic can take it randomly. No, he's not a captain. What is it, captain
It's
or?
Raider too, though.
Oh, it is Raider. Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah, so
Silence's crew.
yeah.
Um, I know. Let's see. Yeah, so their deckhands can take it. Yeah, it just seems like a really strong play.
Yeah.
Is this Raider? No.
Nope.
Okay.
That might put it
Ooh.
over the edge there. The
Yeah.
fact that it doesn't synergize with any of the other Raider stuff.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna cut this.
Yeah.
Okay. Golden Storm. I don't think so.
No.
I've never liked the win. They're very win more. They're like, oh, if you won this challenge,
And
kill
your
a
opponent also
participant. Yeah,
defended.
yeah, yeah. And it's like, and I had this onboard trick. Except for now we have ambush, so it's a little less onboard. But I've never loved these abilities. They're just
No,
like
yeah.
we're already winning, so why? Great Kraken's for sure a one of.
Yeah.
I think the fact that we have 2 Bran means we probably don't need to play 2, even though in the past I would want to have played 2.
Agreed.
I like Grey Ghost still. Makes
Yep.
defending challenges really challenging for our opponents. This is an interesting card. Ambushing this is obviously good. Having it cost 0 already is a little awkward. We're not like so much taking advantage of the economical, boon that is granted to us by Pike. And this is also opportunistic, costly, taking up 3 slots in our deck that could be other warships potentially. But it's really good on setups. And I think we're still probably going to try to play 3 of these.
I'm still trying to play 3. I mean, you're right that like Pike, but we want to take advantage of the Pike reduction. But it also means that we don't have to take any gold into challenges if we want to ambush this, right? All the other boats, if we want to be able to ambush, we have to leave a gold. So
Right.
yeah, I like the scouts a lot.
Okay. I think this card is probably not good enough.
I agree.
Okay. And for those maybe just listening, this card is Iron Victory. Little too situational. Maybe in the perfect world, you're saving a character a couple times a game. So like you're getting a cut power or 2, and that just doesn't seem good enough for a card slot. Never loved Jade Sea Dromond. Just happens too late. Whatever thing you're getting rid of probably already got used, and they already eked some sort of value out of it. And I say if was just like an action, like anytime action, I think this card would be very playable. I think being a dominance action means like blowing up a Plaza of Pride or an old town or whatever. Flea Bottom, I guess, is not really playable that much anymore. But Maiden's Bane's insane. I think we're definitely playing 1 Maiden's Bane.
Yes.
Already got 3 of those. Not playing that. Sea Bitch. It's kind of a nice little 0 cost trick. We could steal a Castle Black on like a crucial turn or something.
Could we though?
Could we not?
Well, I mean, they could cancel this with Castle Black.
Oh, duh. See, that's why I have you here. Yeah, no, this card's probably not making it in.
Yeah.
Sea Song. This card, again, it does draw cards. But how often are we going to be discarding to reserve? I found that if you have Alanis on turn 1, that answer is often. If you set Alanis up,
Yeah.
or have her on turn 1. If you don't, that answer is usually not very often.
Right.
It
doesn't have to be your cards that are discarded for reserve.
Oh, that is a good point. Limit twice per round. So is that an assumption that this is supposed to play with the character that makes just check reserve?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
That's the only other time that we would trigger, discard for reserve, right? This doesn't trigger twice if you and they discard, right? I would assume. After one or more cards are discarded
Uh,
for reserve, either. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it's only going to trigger once in taxation,
I think so
unless.
too, but I'm
Yeah.
not
So
100% sure. Yeah.
interesting. Let's see. How many? And I don't think we're playing 10 Towers Gallery, and we already have a silence. So how many warships are we playing? We are playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 warships. I feel like that number is probably all right.
Yeah. I
Okay.
seems okay.
Um, yeah, Sea Song's definitely one of the weaker ones. I don't think we need it, so I would probably start without it. Now we just only have to cut one card. Is that right?
That's what it looks like to me. Are we playing 32 characters here? We're gonna cut a character? Is that what we're doing, or are we gonna cut a location?
We. Hmm. It's a great question. Um. If we were to cut a character, what character would we cut? Probably. Well, so something to consider here is we're not playing 3 of these. Do you think we can get by only playing 1? I'd like to try.
I think so. I I do like the card. Like it triggers, but I don't always love we can't guarantee that we have a critical mass of pillage, and it's going to be
No.
kind of swingy when he hits and he doesn't.
I think we have 3 instances of pillage in the deck. We have Silence's Crew. We have. Is that maybe just 2? Is it just 1 Goral Good Brother, 3 Silence's Crew? Right? These don't have
Oh,
pillage.
the Eric. Does Eric have?
No. Oh, it does. Yeah. So 4. So 5. That's not a
But
lot.
he's only going to do it once though.
He's
Like
only going to do it once. I think the old Good Brother is probably relying on himself for that
we
effect.
we do
And
have the gates. Oh, opponent's discard
yeah,
pile.
it's
Never mind.
opponents. That would be sick. That would actually be
Okay,
sick.
yeah.
Yeah.
No. This is. I think one is probably fine. I don't.
Okay. I think we're probably cutting. I really like just because of intrigue. I don't really want to cut this Wex.
Yeah, let's get the daughter.
Yeah, I think that's a good call. Because we're also not playing the save. Well, that's not a save, is it? Is it a save?
No,
It's
it wouldn't work anyways. Like I
It
think
wouldn't.
it puts it
It's
on
not
the
in play.
character.
Oh, that's right. It does put it on the character. You're right. Okay, so let's talk plots. We talked a little bit briefly, or I talked a little bit. I brought up For the Realm. We only have one relevantly traded thing in the deck for this, but it is a very good one. But if you have, we're never setting Pike up. Obviously, we want the trigger, the trigger to bounce a 5-drop or less. But let's say we draw into it on our first draw phase. We've opened like Brand the Builder. Are we really going to wait around to play the Pike and then have no options? Or, how do you feel about this card? With only.
Sorry, what was that? What was that situation? Where we
The
do we?
situation is like so obviously if we have it in our opening hand, we know we can open For the Realm and play the
Uh-huh.
Pike. If we draw back up to it, we again know we have Pike and we can play For the Realm. If we flip Brand the Builder because we didn't have Pike in our opening hand or our redraw, and then we draw it in the draw phase of turn 1, are we really waiting to play Pike until turn 2? In which case it would be fine keeping the For the Realm, or having it would still be good, I should say. I guess that's the scenario. That's like the only scenario. The other scenario is, I don't know. I can't think of another scenario because as soon as I want to play Pike,
Yeah,
I want to flip this plot. So
yeah. No, I agree. I think we're probably usually going to get it with Bran the Builder, right?
yeah,
Like it's probably pretty. Hopefully we're either setting,
that's gonna be
keep
a really
having it on
common
setup
hand.
hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, the other thing is that um, there's nothing we could do about the 2 cards we draw and maybe the one off of Elenus,
Yeah.
but I don't think that matters. Like
Okay.
if we do end up drawing it, I'm probably holding off so that I can play the For the Realm next turn.
Yeah.
Um, like I'm not gonna play it and then make my plot dead.
Mhm.
I think unless it's like really impactful that turn.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. I agree.
but yeah,
Yeah.
I think this is fine. It does hurt that now we don't have like a single second target for the realm, so
Right.
it's just like a dead plot. But
Yep.
um,
Yep. I think it's just that powerful of a plot that we
yeah,
really, really, really want to try to make it work if we can. So,
yeah,
and if we needed to, we could add a couple armies. There are a couple characters in here that are probably like we could cut one Silence's crew and maybe a Theon and play like two of the armies or something. So it's there's stuff we could do if we really
hmm
wanted to try and play another option, but I think we'll probably be all right given double brand the builder and everything. So, um, all right. So seventh plot. Um, we could go more econ, play late summer feast or trading. We could. I think I'd like to keep it maybe relatively high initiative though. Maybe like a march to the wall, or I know what is. I think in one of the lists I saw
I
you put
definitely want to play money. Like,
you wanted money. Okay, yeah.
yeah, I think I certainly want to play money.
So is that a late summer feast or trading? You think?
It's tricky. Can we get away with harvest? Like,
Ooh, I don't think so because I don't think we want
no.
to ever open it. We like really only ever want to open For the Realm or Brand the Builder, and like Harvest gets significantly worse in
Are
the
you
late
sure
game.
we always want to open Brand the Builder? I
I'm not
I don't know that five's enough gold for a turn one for Greyjoy.
well, maybe, but the deck is also like we are playing Fealty, right? So we have a boosted economy just because of that.
Yep.
Um, so Brand's really more like 6 natively. Um, but I do find that I'm opening Brand the Builder or For the Realm like 99% of the time. But I also haven't had I haven't been playing with like a late summer feast or trading. I just don't love giving like when we're playing this sort of mid game this sort of mid range style. I don't love giving my opponent either gold or cards. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I
I also love that opening Brand the Builder and For the Realm gets us in underneath our opponent's Summer Harvest, which it does happen really frequently. That people open that plot.
right.
I mean, I'm totally fine with playing one. I just think it's more of a backup plan, economically speaking.
I would agree with that too.
Okay.
I think that if we put Late Summer Feast in the deck, we're only putting like we're only opening it the times when we have to.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're like playing it on a reset.
Yeah, the other consideration with Late Summer Feast is now we really only win initiative on like our we take Westeros turns,
I
like
think we're winning
guaranteed.
initiative more often than you realize. Like,
Yeah, probably. I mean, if we open Bran and they open Econ or For the Realm or something like that, we win. And we do also have the refurbished Hulks.
yeah, and silence.
That's true, indeed. All right, well, let's run this, and then
Let's do it.
we'll go from there. All right, save that. Hopefully, I don't need to log back in because that's always annoying. Have you noticed that when that happens, if like you, I
Oh
don't think it,
yeah,
I don't think it does it as long as you're like active on the site. But if you like
but
step
then
away and
if
you
you're
have it
not, you'll
saved,
lose the deck. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah, I've had that happen.
yeah.
All right, we're playing at a much better time, so hopefully it'll be easier to get a game in.
Yeah, there's a lot of games going on right now. Wow. Yeah, this is like prime time because pretty much all the Euros are at home for the most part for the evening, and Americans are still around. So this is definitely a good time for it. Um, yeah, I think things to sort of keep track of. Do we like the Asha? Do we like the King Balon? Do we want more Good Brother? Do we want an army or a couple armies in the deck?
hmm
You know, and is this enough warships? I feel like those are kind of the main, and then also some
The
of these,
late in the last plot, yeah.
yeah, these plot selections, mostly the late summer feast and like what we want to be opening.
Yeah.
Those are kind of the things we want to keep in mind. I might pause and just come back to and then restart once we get an opponent. How's that sound?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Cool. And we are back. Okay. Okay, Martel Aloof. Interesting. Not sure what to expect
Nice.
here. I guess maybe some Red Viper action.
This is a throwback.
Okay, so this isn't a great hand.
Yeah, I mean, we're not keeping this.
Yeah. This is better. So 3-3-1. Is that what you're seeing as well? Did I lose you?
I think that's what I would do.
Yeah.
It's a little awkward, right?
Yeah, but we have
Could
Pike.
could do 4 cards if you wanted to.
Um, Setup.
Like,
This is a free body. I mean,
I mean, it
this
is.
is for
It's
sure getting set up.
yeah,
So we could go 3-2, but we do get to redraw here. You like two guys? Yeah, I like drawing an extra card.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw this card. It's interesting if they go first for sure, because
Oh yeah,
they
they're
can
gonna do.
they can compel. They have to be if able, so they can't just like. It's not like Marjorie on steroids. But I think we're opening for the realm just since we've got Pike here.
Yeah, they don't have a juicy target for it.
Not currently,
But,
no. So we can. I don't know. Yeah, well, that's okay. I think we still have to just slam it. Oh, and we get to choose who's first, so we can choose them. I think.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little awkward with this, but
It is, and we're a deck that probably wants to go first, but whatever.
I
Like,
think for
I
this
like going
turn,
second anyways, and so if we're
yeah.
gonna get a much better pike target, let's do this. Yeah,
It's also a Martel opponent who we know wants to probably go second, given that
yeah.
their best economy. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, sure, that
Nice.
works.
Okay.
Um,
You get 2 gold, we get 4. Cool. Sounds
yeah,
good.
yeah, 5-6. Yeah, I mean they've got old Goldtown, so they get 3-4 as well. But hopefully they play something we can bounce with Pike, and then I think we're feeling pretty good.
Cancel.
Yeah, that's a no. It's gonna be a no from me, dog. Oh wow, yeah. Okay, so I think we just. Is that weird to bounce the throne? I mean, we just bounce the dude. No, we just bounce the dude and kill. Because they can't compel this deckhand to come into play. So we just bounce the 1-drop, and then we get to
Yep,
kill
sounds good to me.
Aria.
Yeah.
Okay,
Fealty.
yeah, let's Fealty, play Pike. Trigger Pike, bounce the 1-drop. Play our limited location. Yeah, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't think we need the power challenge, and she'll just.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll just play this and pass.
What do we have? Foam drinker? Guess we won't trigger that.
Oh, we have Black Wind.
Oh, Black Wind. Okay.
Sure, that is relevant. Or that is technically a card I could play.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little awkward if we lose this Alanis to this intrigue challenge.
What are you gonna do?
Nothing. Cry. Just a little bit. That's fine.
Probably one of the most okay cards there.
Mm-hmm.
Brutal. Like this pike.
Yeah, I mean, it was like it just bounced the 1-drop, but like it didn't matter. It was just like any other thing there. Like it's just so problematic. And like this Murnmore is gonna shut down their Great haul for the whole game, which is pretty brutal for a.
Oh, we have Pike. We could have played the 2 cost location.
We didn't have 1 gold, did we?
Well, we would have if we didn't play the 1 cost location.
Oh, you're right. I don't think that matters. I think.
I don't think yeah, I'm not sure that it does, but
Yeah. I think
and
I'd
now we'll
rather.
have
I think
actually
I'd
a
rather
target.
save this for the
That's
pike
fair. Yeah, yeah,
trigger.
yeah.
Although we probably are playing Bran here. I mean, we're gonna have 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, we should
We
play
can
Bran.
easily play Alanis and Reducer and have 3 gold.
What? Oh my.
Oh, this card? Is that what you
Both
were?
of those cards that they ditched for reserve.
I like this. Someone always. I mean, I like someone. I always like someone always tells, and they kind of like. I don't know. I always try to find ways to play that card. I think we're
Oh
there's.
yeah, the cards are insane. They
Yeah.
got discarded to reserve. Is
Oh, I
my
know.
what?
Yeah. They're like, is their how good is their hand?
Their hand must be gas,
Yeah.
dude. What?
I don't think there's any way we're not playing Bran here, personally.
Yeah, I think we're playing Grand. Yeah.
Interesting. Again. Okay. All right. I think now.
I mean, we don't still have a compelling reason to go first yet. I don't think. Or we can draw one, but I don't see one.
Yeah, I think I like denying their fiefdoms a little bit longer, even though they don't have any in play. Foam drinker, nice. As well as the save, that's also good. I
We
don't
should let
think I care
that go
about
away.
this.
Yeah.
They're just gonna have to
Yeah, we want to
name
cancel the
something in the
Great
dark.
Hall.
It would be annoying if they named Lannis there, but
You're on Crow's Eye.
oh boy, lots of new cards. Okay.
Well, you are not the first player.
Yeah, they are the first player, so that's a reason. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty, so this is slightly awkward. Just
But we can do it
because...
again, right? Just bump the reducer again.
Oh, absolutely, we're doing that. But I think we're just playing Reducer Alanis first because we want to draw a card.
Yeah, yeah, of course. Reducer,
Then,
Fealty, yeah.
yeah, Fealty for sure. So this would take us down to 3. That would allow us to play both ships.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Okay. And I think we want to lead with the refurbished Hulk. Save this as a bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
This being the foam drinker.
You don't have to trigger Pike now. You can trigger Pike on the challenge.
Yes, absolutely. I just want to draw my card.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we wait.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't think there's any reason not to wait. Plus, we might get a brand. We might want to.
Right. We might get a silence. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sick. Wait, we can't play silence.
No, but we might. But there could be other things. Like I just like waiting.
Right. We could get a Maiden's Bane. That'd be fun.
Exactly. This does have Intimidate.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah. So I think we are just taking this on the chin and killing the Reducer.
Yes.
And the other option is block and then get our guy intimidated down. So that doesn't seem like a good option. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I guess they see the writing on the wall with Pike there.
Right.
Makes sense. There's a world where we return. Well, probably not now, but do we want to win this on offense or defense? They have 4 cards in hand. I kind of like getting rid of their card. Like we're drawing cards and they're not. I think we want to get this through. The question is, do we want to play Foam Drinker before we?
No, well, we've got a brand trigger, I think. Unless Foam Drinker's like the most important card in our hand.
It's good. I don't think it's the most important card. It's probably the save.
Right.
But we're, again...
Like,
Yeah,
we may be
fine.
playing VM, right?
Yeah, we might be. Yeah, I think we just get in there for the intrigue challenge.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we just want the Hulk.
Yeah, yeah.
Play the Hulk.
Yeah, I agree. My God.
Drew the dupe. Is there a world where we're bouncing one of our warships to hand?
No, not here.
So just the reducer.
Yeah. At least I think, right?
Oh, we could bounce this to hand.
We could bounce that thing.
Oh, that might have... We
That
should have
sounds.
done that. We messed that up. We could have bounced this to hand.
Oh, that would have been sick.
Bounce this to hand
Oh, we
on
can still do it here.
How are we
She
putting
can.
how are we putting something into play? Oh, is it going to trigger?
She's just gonna trigger, right?
Yeah.
We're reacting to it
Yeah,
coming
you're
into
right.
play.
You're right. Wait, what?
Oh, it goes to the top of the deck.
Oh, oops. Okay, that's fine. That's fine because we might Valor here anyway.
Yeah. No. That's
Right?
fair. Yeah.
Okay, we're dumb. But
we
we should have done that in the marshal. We did it if we do it in marshaling, then we get around
draw a
the
card with Elanus, yeah.
when we
And
just get
then
around and we just get around the intimidate.
right.
Although Atlantis gets intimidated down, then I'm not sure it really mattered too much. But it was an option I didn't consider. So
Same, yeah.
And now we are discarding. No, we're not. So we're good. Okay. Okay. I don't. So we could VM here.
Well, we are gonna draw. No, we're not.
We drew a card. We drew the card. That's what it does. Is we draw the card at the end of phase.
Okay.
Oh,
right.
So
yeah.
we could VM here. Also, don't love losing the Miranmer, and like if we play the dupe.
Yeah, it wouldn't be ridiculous not to.
I kind of want to just play another brand.
Let's do it.
It's kind of what my lines in the early game tend to go. Don't love this dupe here. It means they could political disaster us and it would be kind of backbreaking, but we could just rebuild with the brand.
Does feel like they probably play VD.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a card we should expect with these
right.
in the discard pile. So that means they maybe have another one. They were just like fishing for it here. Do we still make them first player? I think we do. Weirdly enough.
Yeah, Intimidate's kind of awkward, but...
It's awkward, but we're going to play enough bodies now this turn. I don't think it matters. Oh, okay, sure.
Okay, man, that interaction with the eager deckhands definitely worth noting because that's going to be that's not a fringe.
No.
Situation there.
Yeah, I don't think anything's changed about that. Yep. So unless they have a way... How's this getting an extra 1 strength? Oh, from this. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. Well, I think we want to play this foam drinker. Maybe not. This is triggered plot ability or opponent's event. Okay. Oh, yeah. At least we dodged that. Hopefully they're not playing a second one. That would have been awkward because we were going to VM into this and they might have the third one in hand. Um,
do we play Vic
we're
here?
duping here, right? For
Yeah,
sure.
we're definitely duping.
So
Yeah,
let's do that. Um, we definitely could play Vic, and I don't mind that at all. I guess the question is, we
reduce,
probably
play
play the.
Vic.
Do we play the foam drinker to draw a card first, or are we not playing a foam drinker? Are we not playing a card in marshaling?
I probably don't play the Form Drinker in Marshalling.
You don't want to draw the card. Okay.
I think I would I would probably
What else are we doing with the money? Playing a Theon, or then
um
because it's either Theon or sit on. Uh,
well, we can sit on silence money. Can we just hit silence? There's 40 cards in the deck.
that seems.
Easy peasy.
I don't know if I love that.
Easy peasy.
I like Victorian over Balon though.
Yeah. Dinger.
So I think we do that.
Getting around Quentin.
I think it's
I,
either foam drinker or Kerwin.
I think it's Kerwin.
Yeah. So I think we'll go Kerwin pass. Okay. I don't think I care about either of these locations. Yeah. So we just let them make challenges, I think.
They don't care about us either.
Power challenge. Well, we just block this. We're just defend this, right?
Yeah.
Do we give him renown? I don't think so.
No.
Oh, right. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. So he's getting +3, so he'll go to 9. Can intimidate down the 1 drop. I think we just let that happen.
Yeah. I think it's 10 because
Do
of
we
the
stand before
location.
night? They would nightmares ahead of time, I think. You want to stand him now?
Um.
Doesn't really matter. We are standing him, so we might as well do it now.
Yeah. I think so.
And we're just going to one of these.
Yep. We haven't drawn off this location yet, have we? What does it do?
Nope.
Is it when the card gets discarded? The black wind?
Yeah. Pillage. We don't have any pillage.
Oh, pillage. Okay.
I think we care about our hand enough to defend this.
Let's do it.
Probably that. Probably
Can't
Kraken.
afford it.
No, we don't need to. We have the foam drinker for this turn.
Yeah.
I think it's just the best of the 3 options.
Yeah, let's do it.
And we don't need to play it this round. And we also probably get another trigger before we have to decide. This doesn't have stealth, though, because it's just this giving it +2 strength, yeah. So, that being said, I think, if we military and they choose to kill Quentin, they don't have great options. They kill the Kerwin, probably.
Yeah, sounds good.
Which makes our Valor fine, because we have save and save.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're still making the military. And for Valoring, I don't think we're putting this Eager Deckhand into play.
Yeah,
So
we don't need them.
Now are we giving it Renown? I think now we might give it Renown, because Renown stand.
Yeah, sure. Or on the next challenge, either way.
I guess it doesn't matter, yeah, which challenge it is. Okay. Strength Pump or Grey Ghost? Grey Ghost feels...
I think I'm grabbing the strength pump so I can draw a free card next turn.
That's true.
In
I
marshalling.
I like that, yeah. I'm not saving Kerwin, so... Oh, he doesn't choose to kill it. That's fine. Um, and I am... Are we aligned in thinking that we are VMing next turn?
If we VM, we are gonna lose to Vic
No, we have the
because
save, right?
yeah, but they can. If they go second, their
Oh,
Quentin gets over
right.
the top of
That's
us.
true. Yeah, that's a good point. So maybe we aren't VMing. So we just put the foam drinker into play here. We bounce the 2-drop then and don't play VM.
You know, had we considered phone drinker, we probably would have done an intrigue challenge. But
Oh shoot, you're right. Okay. You're totally right.
we're
We're playing a little loosey goosey. Oh, we could still do
yeah.
it though. Yeah, watch this.
Wait, what? He can only trigger twice.
Oh, you're right. Shoot. Oh well.
That's fine.
Rip. I don't want to discard. I don't want to discard to reserve anyway, so I'm going to play both of these. I think.
Yeah.
And I think we're bouncing this guy. Oh, we could bounce this back to hand. But I think this guy's better. It's the economy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't think we're putting this in play right yet. Though we don't have... Yeah, we have another one. So
Yeah.
we're holding off.
Sounds good. Yeah.
We're still winning dominance. Or no, we're not. We're tying on dominance. I don't know. We didn't play that turn. I didn't play that turn very well.
I mean, I certainly didn't think about stuff until after it happened, but
Yeah.
all good.
So
The foam jerker is just one that we got to give more attention to while it's in hand,
yeah,
since
absolutely.
it's not it's got more use than just
Being a warship.
yeah,
For sure.
and like putting it off as hitting information for as long as possible. Are we playing? Oh, we can cancel here and then not play Valor if we wanted to, because they're definitely gonna think that we are gonna play Valor, right? Maybe that's not what we want to do, but wouldn't be ridiculous because they're gonna name. Oh, they could Valor. We should cancel, right?
Yeah.
And then here's where I would probably play the late summer feast. But we could go trade routes if we wanted to be.
I think I like trade routes.
It's just if they're like potentially playing Valor, I'd want to play late summer feast here just to give them a bunch of cards on a low reserve turn. But I don't know.
Oh, we did it. Another meddling. Yeah, they're on the double
Okay.
meddling plan.
Sweet.
So again, we maybe dodged someone always tells for
Mm-hmm.
Valor. Here, I think we maybe finally want to go first. Although that makes their Quentin massive and annoying.
Yeah. We can let them go first. I don't.
Yeah,
We
they're
don't have a
first.
great Yeah. Oh, there's some reasons.
Surely their last 2 plots are resets.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, so that's going to start bouncing stuff. Like this turn. Because they've got Prince's plan. which
The Starry
means
Sept, is that what we're bouncing this turn?
probably, yeah.
Yeah, should we just do that first and Neo Fealty and do it?
Yeah, we could. Conversely, we could
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
that for silence, but then we're not
Yeah.
triggering Alisane because I'd want to get the reduction. So, that's okay. I think we still want to do that. I think we just want to play Euron. And then just pay for silence. I think that's fine.
Yeah. I think so. The next card.
Oops. Draw first.
Yep.
That was a good draw. I think we'll pike this. So now we put Eager into play. We still have this. I think we wait.
Yeah, we can wait.
And then
Now we put the
is it
one of the
Eric?
2 jumps into
Is it
play.
Eric or Wexta?
Yeah. Um, I don't know the answer. This guy could get intimidated. Well, I mean,
Yeah, that
yeah, I
feels
think I'm
bad.
playing. I don't know. Does it matter? Like if this guy gets intimidated rather than one of our other characters, like
A little bit.
it gives us a raider, right? We don't have a raider yet for Euron, or
True.
is Vic a
True.
raider?
No, yeah, Vic is not a raider. Yeah, that's a good point. I think that's enough of a reason.
Yeah, okay. And then it lets us 2 goal. Oh wait, we're gonna silence in.
Yeah, so we could play both.
We could play both. Yeah, let's play both.
Also, don't love discarding a bunch of cards, so I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Don't think we need any pre-challenge actions. We could have also bounced dude and then just doesn't it have to kneel? Does it kneel? No, it just removes it doesn't kneel. It just removes power to do the nightmares ability, right? Starry
Mm-hmm.
Sept, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
We go
can't
unopposed here.
can't win this. So yeah, we just let it go. They're gonna. What are they bouncing here? Probably Vic. Pump it and
Yeah.
bounce it.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I
That's
wanted to put the Great Kraken into play here.
I mean, it is awkward because, but we got 7 cards in hand, and we don't really want to do it before we get 2 uses out of Euron. I think. Like,
Yeah.
I think I'm taking that risk
Right.
with 7 cards in hand.
Mm-hmm. If they bounce Vic, we're like definitely just Valoring though.
Right.
With 2.
They
Oh,
gotta
they're
duke now
probably gonna
too.
just name
Well, we
Risen
can
for
cancel
something.
still.
We can't cancel it, so power. Here I'll take the opportunity to block, I think, and let them I think I'll block here and let them bounce. They're gonna do it anyway, right?
Right.
And I don't otherwise we can say nothing and then they intimidate down Euron or this guy, and then they're still bouncing this.
Yeah, they're gonna bounce either way.
I don't think we care to actually prevent the unopposed.
I don't think so either.
So I think we just defend. We can give them
Yeah, but
+1, but that
theirs
doesn't
is gonna get over
matter.
the top.
Yeah,
They've
it
got
doesn't.
+5
It doesn't matter. I was just checking.
for sure.
Oh, interesting. So they're
Wait,
not
what?
actually planning on using
What?
her in that method. I think I'm okay with that.
Do they know that they're not using it?
Well, maybe they're going to use it for one of the small characters,
Oh, sure.
for like Euron or something, or Alisane dupe. That could be too. If they really anticipate us.
Sure. I mean, in that scenario, I think we just run it over next turn.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe they're gonna play VD. They're playing aloof and apart. They're not gonna play VD.
I don't think so. I think we just stand them here. It doesn't matter. Yeah, they
Yeah,
would
it
have
doesn't matter.
nightmares. If they had nightmares, they would have nightmares them first
Yeah.
thing or bounced them first thing before challenges even got going. So I think I just wait. Finish challenges. Okay, I like that. I like the sound of that. Well, I think we just get in there with a little. Forget we got. I gotta remember we have this. So can't play. We've already used the meddling reduction.
Right.
Do we just get in there for entry challenge here? Can't be bounced. So
I think that sounds fine. Yeah.
yeah. And then if we need to, if they're not going to oppose it, we can put.
Yeah. If they don't oppose it, we get a free Kraken trigger.
Yeah. Which I think at this point we're just gaining power. Sure. Oh, we do have Late Summer Feast, but I think I'll take the spin on the wheel. And I want to get some. I don't think I care about them drawing cards anymore. They've got so many.
I don't at all either.
I think we can
I think.
safely go power military.
Yeah. Go power.
I think we're giving him renown.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I think my computer seized up there for a second. So they bounced the save. Okay. And then, you still there? Ooh, I may have lost Alejandro. Just one moment, everybody. Hey, you still there, buddy? Okay, hold on one second. Okay, I can hear you now. Yeah, but you're not coming through on OBS anymore, so let's see if I can fix that. Okay, now try talking.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, we're good. Okay.
Sweet. Okay. Okay. So
My
here.
computer just took a dump, or it just like totally lagged
Yeah.
out for a second. Okay, so
We're standing first.
yeah.
So we're silencing here.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. Just you can go ahead and kneel the little location or that one. It doesn't matter.
Then you want to put the old Great Kraken into play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see why we wouldn't.
Yep.
And let's get in there for the military. I mean, we could lose the Euron here, but I don't think we can really wait around on that.
Yeah.
Okay, still doesn't want to kill the Quentin. I think we're done.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, now we have some decision making to do.
Yeah, ditch Theon, ditch Maester.
Ooh, I like the save maester still.
Are we not just gonna win next turn?
True. Are we? We're off the Valor plan. Yeah, we're just we take
Yeah, yeah,
Westeros
yeah.
and play.
We're just yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. And we definitely cancel this if they use it.
Yeah. Do they have a discard and discard vow? What do they card the discard vow? Because I might want to just trade routes here.
They discarded Cletus, Starry Sept.
Oh wow, they got Starry Sept.
Sweet Sleep, Balerion. Is this being buggy? Oh no. We may have lost our game.
Give it a sec. Give it a sec. Go to like Dex and then go back.
Yeah, we're definitely having a server issue, I think. Or am I having an internet issue? No?
I think it might just be your computer. Try to like refresh. So, in the top right, click on the three. Click there. Yeah. Then go more tools, developer tools. And then long click on the refresh icon. Top left. Top left of your browser.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Long click. Long click.
Oh, long click. Oh, there we are.
There we go. Okay,
Didn't need
sweet.
the long click. Okay.
Okay.
You like trade routes?
I
mean,
think
we don't
that
get to go first, but it doesn't really matter, I don't think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so they play Wildfire Assault. Interesting. That makes sense with Quentin, I suppose. They chose us to be first player. I kind of like that. Let's trade routes. Us. Vic.
They're gonna stop us from playing this Balon, but oh well.
They're gonna stop us from playing the Balon?
Yeah, because they've got the Iron Throne that they didn't use.
They don't
Pick
know
your characters.
Balon.
Go.
Yeah, I think this is just the obvious three, right? Or are we keeping this Mirror and Myr?
We could keep instead of.
I mean, like this guy doesn't have renown. Oops.
Could keep instead of Elanus. Yeah, but he's got Intimidate, right?
That's true. Oh yeah, maybe we don't need Atlantis anymore at this point. I think I kind of like that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Awkward.
Fine.
They didn't use it. Okay.
Fair.
All right. Well.
And play player cards.
Dupe. Let's reduce. Let's play the Balon boy. Let's play Asha. We aren't bouncing anything right now.
We could bounce that.
This. Just tax them 1 gold. Or do you like? Probably doesn't matter in challenges. Do we care about this?
I don't think so. No, it's fine. Yeah, let's leave the trick on. Just.
Okay.
Because it's also how it stands Euron. I forgot. Yeah.
That also is true. Although I should have done the math. No, so he would have had enough even without the Great Hall reduction to. Oh, and he duped Ariane. Okay. I was just thinking like a pump plus. They could bounce Vic here, so.
Right.
I don't think we care about this either.
What can they name? I guess that.
I mean, it would kind of
Yeah,
suck if they.
let's let it go because we'll want to cancel the. Oh, let's kneel the thing with Vic.
Yeah. The thing being Water Gardens, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Don't think we have any other pre-challenge actions. All right. Has stealth. Has stealth. Has stealth.
Does not have intimidate, does he? Oh,
No.
that's
No longer.
unfortunate.
Yeah. Yep. I think we just stealth do a military challenge because we can save
Yeah.
and stealth past the 2 military icons.
I think that one might have stealth, but
Oh, it does. So just stealth past the 1.
yeah.
Oh, we could also boost our guys up. We could. Maybe that matters.
Yeah, that will matter here for Vic actually, because then he'll be over Quentin.
Oh, and he could give anybody.
Right.
So
A military icon.
yeah, we'll stealth
Yeah.
here as
Mhm.
well. Now I think we want to boost Vic up now. Potentially,
Yeah.
just for the Quentin doesn't.
Mhm. Could do that with Could have done it with
Balon.
Vic. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, with Balon, where we kneel with a limited location, so we don't kneel the
That's
warship.
true. Yeah. Oh well.
'Cause-
Do we? I guess we can wait to do anything else.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure if we need to do that right now. His lower strength. So he was already
Oh,
good.
he's straight lower.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's straight lower. So oops. Okay. So I think here they're just gonna try to kill Balon probably, and we'll just save,
Yeah.
and that's fine.
We should give her now. We should give.
Oh shoot. We absolutely should. Mm-hmm. So maybe a return. I think this is where Vic is getting returned. Is my guess.
Yeah.
And then they'll try to kill here and deal with both of these. Yeah.
Oh, now we don't win the challenge.
Sure we do. They can't block here. Oh yeah, we can. Yeah, we know we can absolutely win the challenge. So we can pump with Balon twice.
Limit once per challenge.
Limit once per challenge. We don't win.
No,
Okay.
brutal.
Yeah. This
The cost
doing
of this.
this.
Yeah.
That was yeah. Okay. Awkward. All right. Well, the rest of our challenges are a little bit more straightforward. Yeah, that was a mistake. Well, we didn't need to do it at all. I just
Right.
kind of forgot what Quentin does.
Same.
So we can intrigue here. They're stuck now. So we can make 2 unopposed challenges. And that might be enough with Great Kraken to just get us over the edge anyway. Or I guess we only have stealth on here, right? For intrigue.
Right.
We could give Asha an intrigue icon.
Yes.
And then stealth past both. You like that idea?
Then we can't stealth past both the other ones.
Yeah, this guy's gonna stand.
Oh yeah, he's gonna stand. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
sweet. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. Unopposed. Great Kraken, Renown. I think we squeak this by. Flame. Yeah.
Oh, hey, there we go.
Nice.
It triggered finally.
Oh wow, look at that.
Oh, we still have this too. Wait.
Oh, that would have been good. We wouldn't have.
Yeah, that's a little awkward. It doesn't matter now, but
That's fine. Yeah.
I guess we could, bounce a warship to hand and then replay it. Oh yeah, we could have done that to get around the losing the military. Okay. Well, we definitely did not play this perfectly.
So that's a sick play that we just don't consider
The pike
enough
is
yet.
just so stupid.
Yeah, pike is ridiculous. Like, there's so many aspects to it. You got to get your head around to play it efficiently.
Sure. Which I think is cool because I think it's one of the things with Greyjoy that I traditionally have not loved, which is I just feel like there is so much room for cool plays with it, and like just it really is going to reward. It's really going to reward, just knowing the deck in and out more, which I think is super cool. Wouldn't necessarily say well played on our part, but all right. Well, do we want to talk about any changes potentially?
That Blackwind was pretty bad, huh?
That Blackwind was really bad. I see I'm now logged out, or what's going on here? Yeah. That Blackwind was really bad.
It's a card that I love, but we're not getting off enough pillages to make it worth.
No, especially if we're only playing one good brother.
Yeah.
I was kind of impressed with Asha there, but I don't think we're going up to 3. I think it's just
no, and she sat on her hand for a little while. She wasn't good over the other bigs. She was only good when we had infinity money on the last turn.
Exactly.
I don't know that that's the right characterization, but
what's that?
Sorry, no, go ahead. I mean, we probably want a warship still, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I mean, there's not an obvious answer here, I don't think.
Mm-mm.
Maybe it's just Blackwind. It's tough. Although I'd love another character actually. 32 is like fairly low.
Yeah, I think it should be a character.
Should we do Hagen's Daughter again? Or is there a card that's better?
Well, there could be a card that's better, but is there a neutral one of we're not considering?
I don't think so.
Okay. I've seen these decks. I think the Asha version where there's 3 7-drops. They play like Jingle Bell or Acolyte of Waves, but I'd never, or not Acolyte of Waves, the the one drop Maester reducer, but I've never loved that out of Greyjoy. Have you seen that done? Yo, you still there?
Yep. Sorry. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have seen that done. I also do not love it.
Maybe we want another Raider?
Is there a good one that makes sense?
There's a lot of them. I don't know if there's a good one. That's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. Nope. Also no. Also no. I think this is just too expensive. The Iron Victories crew.
Yeah, I wish we could play that card, but I agree. I think it's too expensive.
We're currently playing only 6 other Raiders that turn on you're on. No, we're playing 7. We have the Eric as well. But I just don't think there's an obvious other choice. Like ideally it would be like a cheap body.
Right.
I don't think it's going to be a Raider. This card would have been good in that game, but not. I don't like adding cards just because they would have been good in one game. But it's also a captain, relevantly.
Yeah, I do like. I do tend to like this card and the other denial card that we talked about earlier a little bit more, but it still. I think it might just cost too much. Like I think the fact that Hagen's daughter costs. Oh, I guess is she? Yeah, because she costs 1 less, right? So like.
And then 2
I think
on every subsequent turn.
Yeah, but she where he would otherwise die.
Yeah, and she can also cost 2 on setup if
right.
We need her to. And then you felt good about all the plots. We didn't. Late Summer Feast was solid money plot there, kind of at a point where they were already drawing 1,000 cards. I think we run the plot line back maybe.
Yeah, I think that's exactly the. I mean, I think we were very well served to have 2 late game money plots. So on back-to-back turns, we were just super resilient to resets.
Yeah. Agreed.
I remember back in the day when we used to do a different podcast. I've always loved playing plots that do really powerful things. Right? They do really cool things, and that's kind of always been my preference is to play plots that do stuff and jam your deck with money otherwise. But
yeah,
I just feel like the more that I think about the game, that the more you just need money. You need reliable money in the plots. It's not for the games that everything's going great and you have a shit ton of money and you can play your whole hand. It's oftentimes for like the games where you just don't see enough economy and it keeps you in the game.
Yeah, the plots are the one way we have to, the one thing we can control completely for the most part. Yeah, I totally agree. Okay, let's run this back. How's that sound? Okay, I think I'm going to make a game and then put a pause on this once more.
Sounds good.
Unless somebody jumps in right away. And we'll be back. All right, we are back. We have an opponent. Let's do this. Okay. I don't love this hand. It does have pike.
Doesn't have any money.
Doesn't have any money. What's the rule? No money, no keep.
No money. Yeah, I mean.
Okay, this is better. Much better.
Yeah.
So we could go 5-2-1, or we could go.
That seems.
4-2-1. That doesn't seem as good. So, okay.
Oh, god damn! This pike is nasty, man. Oh,
It really is.
oh. What does that thing do?
Oh boy. Gains the House Clegane trait. After attached character discards a card using pillage. Choose an kneel a card with lower printed cost than that card. Are we aloof? Okay. Well, we're definitely opening for the realm.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess we'll just figure it out from there.
Them first.
Yeah, them first for sure.
This has been cool that we've had Pike, and we get to showcase it on these two episodes here, or these
That's
two
true,
games.
yeah. Or yeah, for sure. Yeah, and really just showcasing the strongholds so far in this series.
Yeah. Hoo, hoo, hoo.
It's a lot of money. Yep.
That's gonna be a problem.
Should be a good bout. Yeah. Yep. That's probably their best card. And they have it duped, so that's going to make it tough for us.
That's gonna be a problem.
It's going to make it tough for us, but we're going to definitely tax their board here pretty hard. Although, yeah, so I think we'll just pike and bounce this.
Mm-hmm.
They could treachery.
Oh.
Okay. But that at least clears the way for the Great Hall. Is there a world where we wanted to bait that out? But I mean, we played this. They have to know the pike is coming. Before the realm. So, okay. So in that case, we play some little dudes. I think we can't afford either of our 7 drops.
Yeah.
But they don't. Yeah. We should still be able to win a military challenge here. So, do we care about the gold in challenges? I don't think we're canceling that with Mirror and More.
No.
We could Maiden's Bane Eric, but it has to be unopposed, and they're just going to hold back if we do that.
Well, they won't know because we ambush it in, right?
Oh, right. We ambush it, yeah. So we could go Eric for 1, go to 3, and then play nothing, and then we would ambush in Eager Deckhand and Maiden's Bane.
Yeah. I guess then we're holding up 2 gold for nothing. That kind of sucks.
Yeah. We could play Mirror and More for 2, and then do the same line, and we're still holding up 2. Or we could play Mirror and More Eric, and then not take advantage of putting the Maiden's Bane into play. I don't think I like that either.
No, I think we're just leaving 2 gold on the board.
I think we are. I think I like that. Try to sneak in a sneaky little Eric Maiden's Bane situation.
Yeah. Very hot. Hey, maybe they hand us another warship and we ambush it in.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, play the 2-drop.
All right. Pacioli, Ravioli. We're not duping here. So the awkward part is, though, that we probably have to... it's really not going to be that sneaky, because I feel like we have to put these into play before the intrigue claim comes across. Although, yeah, maybe they... I mean, we're definitely letting them draw a card here, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to draw a couple more warships. Please and thank you. Location, but not a warship. Although they're going to give us one more draw. Why wouldn't they lead with the intrigue challenge there?
I don't know.
So I feel like we have to do this now.
Yeah, because we need to win the military challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
And then I think we're just letting this go unopposed as well. Although they make the military challenge, we're just trumping here with the eager deckhand, probably.
Yeah, let's just go and post.
Yeah, I think in the early game I like putting some power on their house too. And like
I mean,
this
I'm not sure that this is the deck we want to do that against, but
that's
for sure.
true. Yeah.
That's gonna go fast, boy. Oh boy. I mean, he wasn't gonna be the best character in this matchup.
That's true. That's true.
Like,
although
unfortunately, or although maybe if we get foam
drinker,
drinker, that foam drinker would have been good for sure.
Yeah. I mean, they're just gonna let us draw other cards. I think I'm okay with this. I think I want them to win. Oh, what?
Oh wow.
I don't think they know that. Well, maybe they don't care, but okay, this is fine. Oh, we'll just let our deckhand die.
Yeah, we're just jumping here.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Just the rub-ins, dude.
3 limiteds in a row. We're just looking for one warship. Come on.
At least we're not drawing 2 limiteds next turn.
Oh, because we do them this turn.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we can win all 3 challenges. Or no, I guess we can't. We could go in for the military. Yeah, we could. We can go in for the military, intimidate this down, and then win the next 2.
What if they're playing my mind is my weapon?
I don't even want to.
Go ahead. Make the challenge. Sounds great to me.
So we could still hit the warship. I guess we don't get to make 3 challenges because I think we want to keep this guy standing. I'm assuming.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we just make the intrigue challenge. Although there are discarding to reserve, so maybe we just make the power challenge.
Yeah, power challenge makes sense. I mean, this is best case scenario with this little 2-drop here.
Very true. We are also discarding some cards, quite a few. 2.
A gate and a pike dupe.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. What was the name of that warship we chose not to play? The reserve one, the reader one. We
yeah. See,
anecdotes, but yeah. Discarded a Janos Slint and a Raff. Yeah, they're definitely on the pillage game.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like a dedicated mill deck, but so here is maybe a scenario where I don't want to play Bran, or I might want to play Late Summer Feast. Conversely, I really want to worship.
Yeah.
I think we still have to play it. I mean, we take Westeros, kneel this to get our refurbished Hulk, but that seems pretty bad.
Seems pretty bad.
Yeah, I think we're just
let's do that.
We got enough little stuff going on that if we don't play, we even just play this for 1. Probably not doing that, but oh, that's definitely killing something. Or not. Limiteds, baby! Limiteds. Okay, well, we probably are playing the Balon here. Maybe. Let's see what we draw. We're definitely
Oh, there you go.
now. This is an awkward interaction with Cersei, I've learned. The Drown God Fanatic.
Well, she's got a limit
She
per
does
round,
have a
so
limit. Yeah, that's true. But if she's hitting her limit, then we've got problems.
I bet she's gonna hit her limit. We're not doing anything about it.
Yeah, she's I'm gonna refresh here. There we go. Okay. Oh, hey, there we go.
Whoa!
Sir Gregor duped with the Mountains Man. Okay, so they're really leaning into this Mountains Man attachment. Okay. Well, we have the Drown God Fanatic for that. If we need it.
Duped Balon.
I think it's just Balon Gate.
I think so.
We're probably not triggering Pike this turn, and if we were, we'd have to have a much more expensive location, and we'd have to hold back quite a bit of gold. Yeah, I think... Well, we could also not play the gate and then hope to draw a 2-drop. But I'm not sure the up... Like, we're not bouncing any, like... Oh, that is something we can do with the Eric, by the way, is Pike Eric in later to
Oh, yeah, that's sweet.
I think we're playing Balon. Don't really need the Mirror more in play. And while this can be big on later turns... so the question is, do we play the gate or not? I think we need the econ.
I think so too.
Down the road. And we can always go get the 0-drops. Potentially. Okay. Hey, Night's Watch, or Lanny Aloof is going to give us a run for our money here. This is, like you said, this is going to be hard to deal with.
Yeah, a turn 1, dude, Cersei's still intimidating for anybody, like... we don't have milks, like,
for that reason, I think we are probably we should stay under reserve as much as possible. Just like giving her 2 more cards.
Well, she's gonna max, like, there's nothing we could do. Well, I guess.
No, I mean, if we just, it's 1 entry claim a turn, limit it to 1 entry claim a turn.
Right.
I mean, okay, yeah. So I think we're taking this on the chin.
I think so too.
Which will be awkward if we lose this Drown God Fanatic. But
I mean, that would be very sad. Okay, we're gonna give her the max with the Drown God Fanatic trigger if we need it.
I guess we could just chump block this. Because we're probably killing Wex anyway.
Yeah, we're going to claim Wex for sure. Brutal. Cancel.
She's gonna kneel the Eric, yeah. What did he grab? What did he hit? Oh, and I have to cancel this, yeah.
Yeah. Well.
So we're not winning the intrigue challenge on offense, so I think if he comes power with just the Pycelle, we defend, deny the insight. and then just win a military challenge. I guess. Okay, well that makes it a little easier for us. I mean, it's not entirely, but because now we can make intrigue, and they can choose to block with the Circe to win. We either get to win the intrigue or the power this way, right?
Yeah, we're still just leading military, right?
We are still just leading military, yes, and seeing what we get off this
Yeah.
Brand the Builder, because that could also help us win. Oh, I should have drawn a card first. Okay, well, I think we want the 0 cost, or yeah, you can't play this
I think
turn.
so. Yeah.
Should have drawn a card first. That was a mistake. Okay. They kill this here, or are they going to get rid of a dupe? Yep, that makes sense. So I think then we just limp intrigue here.
Yeah, they have to double block, and then we get the power.
Although if they... Actually, we can win the intrigue. We can kneel and put this into play and pump to 6 if they just block with 1.
Yeah.
So I guess we lead intrigue either way and see what they do. They know we have this, so it's onboard tricks. Okay, so I guess we just do that then.
Yeah.
And then we just kneel pike, I guess. Doesn't matter. We can kneel the gate, I guess. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, the gate. I mean, just getting habit of kneeling gates for this thing.
I think so too, yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, that was bad. We could have bounced this location before they won.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was a punt.
Wait, no, we didn't. We hadn't won that challenge.
He didn't win. He won the military challenge.
Yeah, but we didn't have our 0 cost location until after we won.
We didn't. Okay. Oh, that foam drinkers was nice before we got our Indrik knelt. Not a captain. Never mind. What is it? Raider, captain or raider? They're just refurbished Hulk. I mean, this foam drinker has higher upside, and this is a raider.
Yeah. Let's do foam drinker. Maybe we're blocking a challenge by surprise. Oh, I guess it's not gonna be a surprise, but
yeah,
they ran into onboard trick earlier.
Mm-hmm. Silence is going to bounce something decent next turn. We might get into a position where a march to the wall would have been really good in this matchup. Not sure that makes it worth having in the deck necessarily, but
yeah.
Okay, well we're at 9, they're at 8. I mean, we're kind of both in range here. Is there a world where we want to go first and we take Westeros here?
We don't have a raider. Oh, you mean just for going first?
Just for the stats. We could also play LSF, but I really don't like doing that when they have 3 cards in hand.
Yeah, I mean, if we were gonna play anything, we'd probably just play trade routes here.
Trade routes. I mean,
Brand the Builder is probably fine, because we're gonna want to ambush in the silence, so we'll get a nice warship.
Yeah, because they don't know about the silence, right? I don't think they do.
No.
We drew that off the reader.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just play this and we'll see if we win initiative. Oh, they're gonna go.
Oh, wow.
They're gonna go for it here. Okay.
Oh man, Late Summer Feast would have been sick here.
Yeah.
They might have us beat if they're at 8. Let's see. Let them or show it. This pike trigger is gonna be sweet. Oh boy. Oh boy. What does that thing do?
So every time that this pillages, so these next 2 pillage triggers, they're gonna get
boy.
to force us to discard a card from hand. That seems very good with Circe. So that being said, what can we do about that? Well, we might be able to play out all 3 of these locations and then this eager deckhand. So let's see. So we've got 7, 8. If we play a unique character, which the only one we have in hand is Hagen's Daughter, so we'll probably just have 7. So we could play this for 3.
Ambush it in for 3 in challenges?
Ambush it in for 3 in challenges. Ambush in the Great Kraken with it, and then play Foam Drinker for 1. So we could play all 3 of the... We play all of this for 4 gold. All of the 4 cards to the right for 4 gold. Which would leave us with 2 gold. Which would allow us to reduce with Great Hall and play this Hagen's Daughter, and then we don't use...
Oh, and then that only leaves us 1 card in hand, so,
That's
he only gets one sorcery trigger.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think that's the line, is just get as much out of our hand as possible.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a world we're using... Well, we could use the Fealty...
We could draw We Do Not Sow, right?
We could use the Fealty. We could draw We Do Not Sow. We could also play the Silence for 3. Okay. Then silence in the Kraken. Play the Foam Drinker for 4 gold. That leaves us with 2, and still play this. And then that's the same. So I guess, yeah, the play is to try to hope to draw a We Do Not Sow, I guess, and then use the Fealty reduce for that.
We also we're playing Brand the Builder again, so we could get impactful location still.
Right, so keeping more gold, but it doesn't matter because we either get the reduction now off Fealty or the reduction in challenges.
Or it doesn't. Yeah.
So I think all we're doing here is just playing this Hagen's Daughter, and then passing, and then we'll ambush.
Yeah.
Right, so this puts us at, because this is non-loyal, so this puts us at 4. Ambush.
Right, so we will have no gold, but we can trigger and get free stuff.
Yep.
Because if we'll fail to find if we need to.
Absolutely.
So we don't give
absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
Heads on spikes triggers, yeah.
For sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, hopefully we're triggering Brand the Builder on the backswing. So we also, this is nice because of Wind Die. We're going to kill probably Indrik and Hagen's Daughter.
Yeah.
Military challenge, and then I think we're just letting them assume that we've got a bunch of cards in our hand right now when they make their decisions.
Yeah. That thing doesn't trigger until after pillage, right?
It triggers when pillage. Yeah, when pillage happens. After pillage, yeah. Never have I wanted a Valor Daharis so much.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew they were going to make an intrigue challenge to start, so now we just dump everything into play. I think we bounce this.
Yeah.
Or, I don't think we're bouncing anything of our own because we're trying to keep cards out of hand.
Yeah. No, we're not doing that.
Yeah. Okay, so ambush this in. Trigger that here.
Oh, why can't we trigger there?
Non-loyal. Okay.
Oh.
All right. It is what it is. This was their chud, so I guess we could theoretically have done some like pump, bounce this, pump
It's
again,
fine.
and won the entry challenge.
We don't have a way to draw it, right?
Oh, that's right. Keep forgetting it doesn't just go back to hand.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. It doesn't go back to hand. So we could protect something. We could like buy back the intimidate on Anvil Breaker.
But we want to use them for claim, right?
Yeah, unless we want the deckhand or the dupe to die. But yeah, probably. I think it's just this merchant.
Yeah, I think it's just like yeah.
We could have also held off on it until the board state maybe matured a little bit more. But I also really don't want them winning on opposed challenges. This is a raider. Do we want to make a chump here? And then, because we're claiming it, right? We could choose not to claim the Higgins daughter, since there's 2 icons on it.
Sure, that sounds fine.
I mean, let's count it
Okay.
out, right? So they're going to go unopposed to 9, Cersei trigger to 10. Then renown here on military is 11, power claim 12, 13. And that's if we block the military and power challenge.
Yeah, so we just have to oppose everything.
Yeah, I think we just oppose everything.
We have to survive.
We could also win this challenge. Double block, double defend, and pump. Or double defend and just boost the team. But then we're not defending. We're defending with Balon at that point, which I don't love.
Yeah, I think we just oppose here. Because we like almost have to win. Well, we want to try to win on our crackback, right? I guess we don't have to, but I don't really want to get to another plot phase.
Well, next play, we're going first next turn for sure. But yeah, with our characters are just so massive, I'm not sure what we'll play a massive one of these. No, we won't because it's dying. Argot's going away, but yeah, I think this is the line we have to take.
I kind of think we have to play like they have another heads on spikes.
Mm-hmm.
But we kind of want to avoid getting to the.
Oh, I see. So you think maybe just not draw anything? Yeah.
Unless we're gonna win.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they go big military here. Oh, really? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we just get to 10. We're just short. Maiden's Bane, though, if they kneel out, Maiden's Bane is going to give us some challenges. I think we just defend here.
Yeah.
And hope they don't hit a 5.
Again. Yeah.
Also, like these triggering, like hitting a 7 would be probably backbreaking. I don't know that we could recover from that.
Yeah.
So claim.
We're losing in plenty of scenarios here.
Are we claiming Hagen's daughter and the deckhand then? Or the Amble. I mean, I feel like if we're gonna win, we might need this renown. This power, I should say.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Claim those two.
Okay, that was a good pillage.
Yeah.
For Gregor. Nothing to kneel there. Oh, they can kneel the little things. Yeah. Okay. Sure. They maybe Yeah, so now they can win the military on the crackback. I don't think are going to win any challenges.
We have stealth.
Oh, we do have stealth. Wait, how do we have stealth?
Great Kraken.
Oh, we have stealth. We have stealth. Oh yeah. Okay. I play Greyjoy.
Damn.
It's a
good one.
Claim. Can you feel it? Spirit Claim gets us, I think, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, we get got by a lot of things.
Does the Superior Claim get us? Doesn't it just get them to 14?
I don't know. I haven't done the math, but
Yeah.
I know that we get got by a lot of things.
When we're defending here regardless. I think that was always happening.
Yeah, we have to defend.
We're definitely getting got by Superior Claim if we don't defend. This is non-loyal. That's worth noting.
Yeah. That definitely is worth noting. I did not realize it. I was like, why can't we pop the 3 drop?
Okay, they didn't have it. Whew. If that Mountains Man had been on, not that it can, but if it had been, that would have been awkward. Okay, so one thing, Brand the Builder is not going to get us heads on spikeable cards, but it does trigger Cersei. So as long as they're not at 14,
right,
I think it's safe to trigger it. We're in a stealth. I don't think there's any. What's that one drop location that puts characters participating? Don't they have to have like a participating character?
They have to have an icon. The one cost event.
Mm-hmm.
Stealth Cersei here.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
I mean, I think I don't play that damn card, but
yeah,
I think that's how it works.
So, do we draw a card? I think we have to.
Sure, yeah.
They're not going to be. I don't think they're because we're going to win a power challenge. They're not going to be within range of winning off of a single heads on spikes trigger. So I think we do that. I think we draw a card. I think we do brand because I think we're gaining power here.
Mm-hmm.
And then probably playing We Take Westeros next turn and just trying to win that way. We'll take the boat.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll take the power. Okay. Well, I don't know that we're valoring next turn, but it's more of a line now. They want to chump block this. No, they're not gonna. They have stealth. We have stealth. And we're gonna get to stand and win dominance.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's gonna be nice. David treachery, that hurts.
Yeah, that's slightly awkward if they do. Let's trigger this first. More boats.
Do it.
Don't we go to 14 here? Or no, we win. That's just game.
GG.
This is a game. Easy game. Easy clap.
Listen, I didn't know we were gonna get there, but
I didn't either.
I thought that we might. Like if they kneel out, the Great Kraken just gets there fast.
Hey, you know what ended up mattering? That I should have assaulted the Maiden's Bane for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
Wait. What? I didn't realize that was an option for them.
Yeah, they assaulted our Great Kraken.
That's not as good.
Yeah, I mean that would delayed the game a turn. Obviously, you know, ultimately the renown on Eric ended up being the 15th there for us.
Yeah, nice.
I think if they do assault the Maiden's Bane there, they may have also forgotten about stealth.
Yeah.
We take Westeros. It's highly unlikely they beat us in initiative, and then
They're never beating us in initiative.
we play Gold plus boats, and we just try to win one challenge.
Yeah.
Like probably one power challenge with some stealth. I think that's probably doable. So very close game. They gave us a good run for our money for sure.
For sure.
There's also actually. No, that doesn't quite work. Yeah, no, that would have worked too. So, actually, we wouldn't have done that. We could have just, if they VD, no, that still works. Yeah, we just Valor next turn.
They never played VD.
They never.
We could Valor next turn.
Yeah, we just Valor next turn and clean up 2 power and win the game that way. So I actually don't think we even need to get to another marshalling phase. Is there a thing they could do to screw us on that would really make logical sense? Like a bloody flux or
there's they're also playing aloof, so those two non-dupe dudes out there are going to give us power. Yeah,
that's what I was saying. Yeah, we Valor and win that way.
Mm-hmm.
Something you definitely got to consider when you're playing against aloof. But sweet, that was super fun. I think I need to call it after 2 games. How do you feel?
Sounds good. Yeah,
cool.
Those felt.
Let's go back to the deck list real quick. That's a different.
That's
deck.
not it.
That's a little spicy, little not spicy. Shadows deck, not spicy at all. It's just basically Leonard's 2020 Worlds deck. But are there any glaring changes that you would make here? I like it was a little awkward that we drew limiteds that one turn where we drew a bunch of cards and never hit a worship, but none of those cards would have been worships in any scenario anyway. They were, you know what I mean? It wasn't like we drew the
for sure,
the Higgins daughter instead of the worship or something.
And
I'm sure this list could be cleaned up a little bit. Maybe like
I don't think that these are final versions. I think that they're probably pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
Try it out for yourselves.
Absolutely, yeah.
This list felt strong,
Absolutely, it felt really strong. Pike is very good. I think maybe I'm on Pike being the best stronghold. I last week, I know maybe there'll be a trend that every week I just think the next stronghold we play is the best stronghold until we've gone through them all. No, I can tell you, guarantee that's not the case. But it's very good. Feels quite good. So. Well, thank you everybody for watching. Definitely be sure to, subscribe to our YouTube channel just to get notifications whenever we post a new video. But other than that, last time I goaded people into commenting in the chat or commenting down below to verify that they did indeed listen to the end of our 3-hour episode. I don't know that I'll...
we got some good feedback there. A bunch of people proved me wrong.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure that all of them proved me wrong.
Right, only one
just
had
saw
to.
the definitely one. I don't know how many others, but
yeah. So if you are listening all the way or watching all the way to the end, just put Martel Shadows in the comments. Don't say to prove Alejandro wrong, and then we'll know. We'll know that you watched all the way to the end. So no, I think people are hungry for this type of content. So I really do appreciate everybody watching and commenting and all that. It makes it more enjoyable for us. Feels like we are, doing something here. So thanks everybody again. And we will catch you next time.